Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate call.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Bengals 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. And now they will throw it with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On second down, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bears 21, Bengals 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball is moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Bears.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Let's go, D. 53, 53, check, 53.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From midfield now, Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He's got it at the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Finds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Bengals 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Below Nichols breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. That pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the Bengals 2-yard.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bengals 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 42. Bengals 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Sets up 4th down.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that